we're back for day 11. And today we're going to be talking about sourcing topics for your essays. What I mean by that is essentially, what are you going to write your essay on? What are you going to build this narrative of self on that will then replicate across all of your application materials to make you be a standout candidate? I tell you, it sounds a lot easier than it actually is. But you can actually pull inspiration from literally anywhere. For me, in my urban planning program, I was specifically thinking about what community meant to me and where were the moments in my life that I felt like I had community and I wish I could honestly replicate it everywhere else. And what did that encompass for me in life that I wanted to replicate everywhere else. For some of you, it might be a very impactful experience you had with like a business or a policy, or you saw a problem that you really wanted to focus on and had a question on. Many people forget that an essay is also a place to pose a question, right? You're curious about learning more about X. What is that X factor for you? For me, it was thinking about the way that health, like public health, food, and urban planning intersected and how they could be used to create community. For you, you might be thinking of if you're interested in like a public policy program, what is your question around a policy question you've been studying for a while? A policy question you really want to solve, or you think this would be the best place to go and address and research your question, which is a great way to bring in professors, their research, and what they've done to date that could help inform this question. Honestly, if you feel like the professor or whatever entity at that institution already has a solution and you disagree with it, or you think there's a better option, that's something as well that could be a great topic to discuss. So high level, again, because I haven't redacted my essays, my personal statement, I actually ended up writing about a thrift store that I went to as a child, and it really gave me a sense of community, and it really made me think about like what is like third places and what are places I enjoy outside of home that were like so formative for me as a child. And unfortunately that thrift store has closed down because of the pandemic, but it was a great way for me to delineate what community meant, how that tied into urban planning, and why I was interested in the program more generally. Statement of purpose, I actually talked about environmental justice because I'm an EJ girly, and I was talking about my neighborhood and essentially how the people on the top of the hill were all the rich white people, and the people at the bottom of the hill closest to all the pollution and everything were all the poor black and brown people. But it really brought up like the historic atrocities within urban planning and how I was interested in addressing them through different avenues that this institution urban planning program allowed me to. Other thing that you need to suss out as well is research on what types of entities you would be interested in working with. I don't know why, but institutions love hearing about your more socially impact focused work and what you plan to do with your degree in a social impact lens. So for example, if you got a degree in public policy, if you want to go work at a nonprofit and shape their health policy as it relates to future iterations of like a global pandemic, they eat that up. Like, they love it. So I would encourage you to think about that when you're thinking through ideas for your essays. So I know it's sometimes hard to think of an idea. It might be useful to just start writing. Just start writing. I know we all experience writer block in some form when we're going through this process. So just start writing, and then you can almost like bucket off the essay topic, just put it in a corner, and then write the meat and bulk of your essay, and then come back to that beginning section once you have finished everything else and you have a better sense of like, oh, okay, this is actually what I'm trying to say. Because you can definitely tell when somebody's rambling in an essay, and I don't want that for you. What we're trying to emphasize through our essays as well, as you remember, is our strong writing skills and our capability to thrive academically at whatever institution we're applying to. And I think it would just be important for y'all, again, to reiterate my first point, think about what question you want to answer, or what question you have questions about, or what question this program can help inform, what questions a professor through this program can help inform. Specifically this program, specifically these professors, specifically these courses, or like fellowship opportunities or connections to whoever XYZ that can help answer your question and give you clarity on what you want to do next. Again, another short and sweet. I'm real tired, y'all. But I hope this was a little informative. Let me know if you have any comments or questions in the section below. And if not, I will see you tomorrow for day 12. Bye, y'all.